Today on the T-Rex Chef, we are going to be doing halibut cheeks. Yes, I said halibut cheeks 2 ways, pan-seared and poached. So don't go anywhere. We're about to get T-Rexy on you.
Don't ask me why I am this way. I should have stayed in bed today and
Okay, I'm rolling. Hi everyone, my name is Andy. I'm the T-Rex Chef and welcome to my kitchen. Today, halibut cheeks. Yes, I said cheeks. There's not halibut running around out there, swimming around out there with no cheeks. The cheeks, why the cheeks? Well, they're at a part in the face, you know, where the cheeks are supposed to be. But what that does is it makes them very soft. So we're going to be using these and we're going to be cooking these 2 ways. We're going to pan sear them. The other way we're going to cook them is we're going to poach them. We're going to butter poach them in some, I'm just using some vegetable broth that I made. I have a mirepoix in there right now, which is your carrot, celery, and onion, your aromatics. I'm going to be adding right now some bay leaf and some sage. So that's going to be in there and be ready. There's nothing in there right now, Barry. Sorry. Got Barry behind the camera, my buddy, who's doing all the hard work. Good to see you, my friend. So we have our cheeks. They look like squashed scallops, but they are not. And again, the virgin-based seafood company that I purchased these from, my good friend Kathy over there, she sent these. They go right to your house. I mean, it's pretty amazing that you get fresh seafood right to your house. I'm going to put a link below for you to check out their website, but 2 days at my house. So the pan-seared cheeks are going to be going over some risotto with, I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese in there and some peas. So we got that right there. I've got my pan already heated up. I'm going to get a little bit of dab of oil in there. So, I mean, you got to remember when you're making risotto, it's going to almost triple in or quadruple in its size. So do it accordingly. Follow the directions on the back, or if you're like me, don't. But I always use onion in there. So I'm just going to travel with my board. While we're doing that, I'm going to add, talk about what else we're going to be using here. We got some nice cherry tomatoes. This is going to go with both of the dishes. I'm going to char them. I'm going to use a little bit of brown sugar in there. I'm going to put a little bit of white balsamic vinegar in there, so it's kind of a gastrique. So it's going to be a nice little contrast with the fish and the tomatoes, and that's going to be our vegetable, other than the peas that I'm going to be putting in our risotto. And you have to say risotto.
Risotto.
Risotto. Risotto.
Risotto.
All right, I have my vegetable broth with my mirepoix, my aromatics rather, my bay leaf and my sage in there, getting all funky dunky in there. In goes our risotto. Get that heat. For risotto, you gotta watch it. You can't really let it go take a break. You can't really do that. You really want to stay on top of your risotto.
Risotto.
What's that, Barry? What? Did you say something about my shirt? National Comedy Center shirt? What is it? Well, we're gonna leave a link below for you to check out what the National Comedy Center is. We're literally 2.5 blocks. We're literally 2.5 blocks from the National Comedy Center. It's nothing like anything you've ever seen before. And you may have seen some very famous comedian named Louis Black wearing a shirt just like this. So now you're really intrigued. So check out the link below to the National Comedy Center. Thank you for saying something. I can always count on you to do that. You're gonna need a couple minutes to give this a good saute, to open those up really good. I would do it over about a medium heat. I really wouldn't go any higher than that. And what I'm gonna use is chicken broth to go with this. And at the end, at the very, very end, I'm gonna be putting in peas. I bought frozen peas. Don't ever be afraid with frozen vegetables. Fresh is best. Maybe you're on a little bit of a budget, or you're on a lot of a budget. Fresh is best, but frozen can be used. So we're gonna put those frozen peas in the last about 2.5 to 3 minutes before we're gonna plate because they really don't take that long to cook. So we're gonna give this another minute.
Hey, what you got there?
Oh, I have some saffron. Actually, this is not real saffron, but if it were, because this would be like $75,000. Pretty expensive, but it's similar to saffron. But this is gonna go in our broth right here, and it's gonna give it a nice, beautiful color. If you can see, look at that. It's already changing, Barry. It's already changing. All right, so little ladle at a time. Hot liquid, boiling. Right over to here. It's going crazy, Barry. That's going crazy. Now what we're gonna do is that we have our risotto going, our pan's hot, our broth hot, our poaching liquid hot, and our aromatics going. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna season our halibut cheeks, not our own cheeks, but our halibut cheeks. I'm gonna drop those in, and I'm gonna start pan searing them to wait for our risotto to be done. And risotto is gonna take about 15 minutes. As I completely ignore you right there. I just
Are we
ignore
cutting
you.
then?
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to cut.
Okay.
Sorry.
You tell me when. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry. That's okay. So, so now we're gonna cut and season our halibut cheeks. Let's go season our halibut cheeks. Hi. White pepper. Let's talk about white pepper for a moment. I don't like it. I don't use it anymore. The theory is, I was taught in culinary school, well, you know, if you white protein, you got to use white pepper. No. If you want to use white pepper, go ahead. But what I would first advise you to do is to taste white pepper. Do a test tasting on something else, because white pepper does not taste like your typical black peppercorn, red peppercorn, or your green peppercorn. I'm going to use black pepper. If you don't like it, then that's just too bad. But we're not gonna kill it with the pepper because it's a fish, and fish, you know, you gotta keep the fishy flavor to it. Ooh. See, Saul? It's right there.
I see.
It's right there. There's tons of more bad jokes to come. So if you want to leave now, I don't get it. Just a little love touch. There we go. So I'm gonna drop these real quickly. Hey, that water's hot, Barry. Did you know that?
Hot stuff.
Did you know that that's hot? See how it's changing color? How it looks pretty. Giggity. Oops, can I say it? You may have to bleep that.
What'd you say?
Giggity.
Oh.
That's probably copyrighted. Because Seth MacFarlane is a genius. I'm not trying to steal it. Because he's gonna watch this. These peasants, what are they cooking? So take your time with your risotto is my point. And I'm going to leave the heat on it low. I don't want to go too high on it. I don't want it to boil it. Again, I want to poach it. That's going to take some time. It's probably going to be done right when our risotto is done. Or wait, we can make it be done when the risotto is done, because, you know, we can edit. Magic. So that's going. Should we be taking a union break in a minute here, Barry? We'll take a quick break for a union, and we'll be right back.
Okay, rolling.
So I reserved some of the leftover risotto broth, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use that in the plating of the poached cheeks. So I'm going to set this right out here. Our risotto is just resting and waiting and westing. Wait. Westing risotto face. That could be a thing. Hey, Barry, that's hot. Did you know that? That's hot. So we're pan searing. Again, make sure that your protein, whatever protein you're using, make sure it's dry, because oil and this, they don't mix very well.
Did you do the dry thing?
Yes, thank you, sir. I put this on a plate with a paper towel. I blotted the top, get a lot of the moisture off, left it on the paper towel, and then I put it into the refrigerator uncovered, so it dries out a little bit. There we go. That's the sound that a cheek makes. So while we're doing this, I've got my other pan hot here. This is going to be our charred tomatoes. Just a little bit of oil. Just a little bit. This one can get kind of dicey, so you got to be careful. Make sure your tomatoes are dry as well. See, look at that. Put them out. You can see they're already getting a little bit happy there. Grab some pepper. some salt. Crank that up because, you know, we're charring them so you can have the temperature on rather high. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
Okay, the peas are going to go into our risotto now. Peas in our risotto.
You're working it.
I'm working.
I'm going to tilt it to show.
Yeah. All right, so we got these charring. We got our risotto with our peas in there. We got our cheeks. Cheeks getting nice seared. And that's poaching. That's been done. So I've turned that down, okay? And what I'm doing right now when I do this is I'm burning the excess hairs off of my arm. Oh, yeah. We got these charring. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce some brown sugar. So we got that saltiness. We got the sweetness in it now. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to hit these with a little bit of white balsamic vinegar. I'm going to do that right now. That's enough.
That's a neat effect.
That's cool. I didn't even taste with that.
Wow.
It's charred. Okay, so all of these are ready. You're cooking fish. I recommend that you cook it about 80 to 90% of the way on one side. That way you can know you're going to have a nice deep color. So, what's going on, Barry?
You know, stuff.
And right now what I'm actually going to do is add the Parmesan to this. And see how this looks a little bit, what we call it, a little tight? That's okay, because we want that. Before I plate this, I'm going to add some fresh parsley and some butter. Is it smoky in here, or is it just you? Fresh parsley in there. Just a little bit of butter. Just a little bit of butter. You don't need much. All right, we're ready to go to the plate.
Right.
We're ready. So we're gonna plate. Get some of our cherry tomatoes. They look gorgeous. They smell gorgeous. It's the white balsamic. Now we're gonna get our poached. Gonna do one piece right there. Gonna take these bad boys off. Oops! I just dropped half of that. You see that?
Half your cheek.
Half my cheeks. Now we're gonna put some of this saffron broth. Yeah, is it a bigger plate than I need? Yes, it is a bigger plate than I need. Anyone out there commenting? It's too big, man. You can't do that. A little bit of parsley right there.
Beauty shot.
Beauty shots.
Now it's gonna get all risotto.
Go right to the center of your plate. Much more. Our tomatoes. Put these around. Have I talked about the Comedy Center yet?
Yeah, but
Here in Jamestown, New York. Oh, and by the way, we're Western New York. We are not upstate. Hey Barry, that's not hot anymore.
Good thing.
It's not hot anymore. Oh. Right there. Okay, so what's really gonna make this absolutely exceptional and pop is the last ingredient that I'm gonna put on here, and that's after the parsley and after the little chive oil that I have here for this, and as well. And I know you're thinking the same ingredients, but they're cooked different ways, so they are going to taste different. They're going to have a different mouthfeel to them. A little balsamic around here. There you go, like that. Now this is the big stuff right here. Blood orange infused olive oil. Your proteins are hot right now, so what's going to happen when it hits the protein, it's going to just explode with flavor and smell. There you go. There you go. So we're going to put a little of this on the top just to finish it, and on here just to finish it. That's it. That's it. We have poached halibut cheeks. We have pan-seared halibut cheeks. And now we're going to pair it with a beer. And this is Big Ditch. Say that 3 times fast. Yeah. This is Big Ditch. It's out of Buffalo, New York. It's a fantastic beer. I'm really impressed with all the beers that they've been putting out of this place. Doing a fantastic job. So Barry, here's the fun part where we get to start to taste stuff. Get this.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sub. Thank you, Nor. So this is a golden ale. I don't really want an IPA to go with these because the fish is pretty delicate. For you, Mr. Barry.
Nice.
For me. There's our dishes. There you go, folks. If you like what you've seen, hit the like button. If you want to give us a comment, give us a comment. Behind the camera doing all the hard work is my buddy Barry. My name is Andy. I'm the T-Rex chef. Please come back and see us another time. Take care.
Let's eat.
Yeah, dude, let's eat this. Get a little bit of saffron broth and a little bit of tomato. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Dig in, dude. Dude, these are... I don't care. I'm drinking beer at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's like I'm back in college. Yeah, not bad, dude.
Another episode. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Say goodnight, Gracie. Hi, how you doing?